This is what happens to your pineal gland every night. Secret knowledge. René Descartes once said, "The pineal gland is the seat of the soul." Have you ever wondered what this really means for you? Every night between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., your pineal gland awakens, offering a unique opportunity to connect deeply with your inner self and the universe. In today's video, we're diving into the secret knowledge of the pineal gland and how you can harness its power for spiritual awakening and personal growth. How might adjusting your nighttime routine transform your spiritual journey? Comment below and let me know your thoughts or experiences. Welcome to Spiritual Wisdom, where we unlock your inner power and guide you on a path to manifesting your best life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's explore this fascinating journey together. 1. The pineal gland, situated deep within the brain, has long been revered in various ancient cultures as a sacred gateway that bridges the physical and spiritual worlds. Known as the third eye, it is believed to have the power to transcend our ordinary senses, granting access to higher realms of consciousness, intuition, and spiritual wisdom. Throughout history, this small yet profound gland has been associated with the journey toward enlightenment, symbolizing a deeper understanding of the universe and our true purpose within it. By activating and nurturing the pineal gland, one can experience an expansion of awareness, leading to a more profound connection with the cosmos and the self. This heightened spiritual perception is especially potent during the nighttime hours, particularly between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. During this window, the pineal gland is most active, releasing melatonin, a hormone that not only regulates our sleep cycle, but also enhances our spiritual receptivity. In the quiet solitude of these hours, when the world is still and distractions fade away, the mind becomes an open vessel for meditation, reflection, and introspection. Many spiritual practitioners use this sacred time to deepen their nightly rituals, harnessing the power of the pineal gland's activity to tap into the universal energy flow and connect with their inner selves. By meditating or engaging in quiet contemplation during this period, profound spiritual insights and transformations often unfold, guiding one's path to a higher state of being. In today's fast-paced world, where stress and overstimulation are prevalent, taking the time to align with the pineal gland's natural activation cycle can be a transformative practice. Even dedicating a few minutes each night to mindfulness or introspection can help quiet the mind and strengthen your spiritual awareness. Embracing this nightly practice allows you to detach from the noise of daily life, fostering a sense of inner peace and clarity that is essential for spiritual growth. As you commit to honoring this sacred time, you align with a powerful natural rhythm that supports your journey of awakening and transformation. Are you ready to harness the power of your pineal gland and elevate your spiritual awareness? If so, declare your readiness by commenting, "I am ready," below, and let's walk this path of higher consciousness together. 2. The pineal gland, often referred to as the third eye, is a small pea-sized gland located deep within the center of the brain. It plays a pivotal role in regulating our sleep-wake cycles by producing melatonin, the hormone responsible for managing our internal clock. Each night, the pineal gland activates, orchestrating a process that not only supports deep and restorative sleep, but also facilitates cellular regeneration and healing throughout the body. This regenerative state is crucial for our physical well-being, as it allows the body to recharge and rejuvenate. However, the pineal gland's influence goes far beyond its biological function. It has also been linked to spiritual awakening and expanded awareness. Ancient civilizations, such as those in Egypt and India, considered this gland the gateway to higher consciousness and deeper spiritual understanding. They saw it as the source of intuitive wisdom, a bridge to accessing universal truths and profound insight. A powerful way to activate and enhance the pineal gland's function is through meditation. Modern scientific studies have shown that meditation boosts melatonin levels and stimulates the pineal gland, effectively awakening the third eye. By turning your focus inward during meditation, you connect deeply with your inner self and the vast universe beyond, tapping into an elevated state of awareness. This practice aligns seamlessly with the principles of the law of attraction, emphasizing that directed intention and energy can transform our reality. With consistent meditation, not only do you optimize your physical health, but you also cultivate the power to manifest your desires through spiritual clarity, increased intuition, and a deeper connection to the world around you. Throughout history, the symbolism of the third eye has been a powerful motif, representing enlightenment and divine wisdom. For cultures like those in ancient Egypt and India, activating this spiritual center was believed to elevate consciousness, enhance perception, and unlock the mysteries of the universe. By nurturing your pineal gland and awakening your third eye, you have the potential to access a higher understanding of yourself and your place in the cosmos, creating a life that is spiritually aligned, abundant, and filled with clarity. Are you ready to unlock this ancient wisdom and elevate your consciousness? If so, affirm your commitment by commenting, "I will meditate." Together, let's begin this journey toward spiritual growth, expanded awareness, and the power of manifestation. 3. The pineal gland, a small but powerful organ nestled at the center of your brain, plays a vital role in regulating your body's circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle. This rhythm is essential for not only ensuring a good night's sleep, but also for maintaining overall health. The pineal gland's production of melatonin is a key factor here. It not only helps you fall into a deep, restorative sleep, but also influences your mood, emotional balance, and the body's ability to heal and rejuvenate itself. When you engage in meditation, particularly during the late evening or early hours when melatonin levels peak, you enhance the pineal gland's activity, making it more receptive and active. This practice invites you into deeper states of relaxation, allowing you to connect profoundly with your inner self and the energy of the universe around you. From a scientific perspective, the pineal gland's influence extends far beyond just sleep regulation. It is a critical component of the endocrine system, affecting everything from hormonal balance to mood stability and emotional well-being. Intriguingly, this small organ is often referred to as the third eye in many spiritual traditions, symbolizing a gateway to higher states of awareness and consciousness. By practicing meditation and focusing your attention on the area between your eyebrows, where the pineal gland is energetically most active, you may unlock heightened intuition, clarity, and spiritual insights. It is in these moments that the intersection of science and spirituality becomes evident, demonstrating how our biological systems are deeply intertwined with our spiritual experiences. By activating the pineal gland, you create a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical, harmonizing your body's natural functions with your higher consciousness. Integrating nighttime meditation into your routine and consciously activating the pineal gland opens up an opportunity to amplify your manifesting power. As you enter this state of deep relaxation and energetic alignment, your intentions and desires synchronize with the universe's natural rhythms, creating an optimal environment for manifestation. Whether you seek peace, abundance, success, or healing, the nighttime provides a sacred, undistracted space where your inner power can fully awaken. By using this time intentionally to focus on what you wish to manifest, you tap into the pineal gland's profound potential, turning your visions into reality. This daily practice not only enhances your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, but also accelerates the manifestation of the life you truly desire. If this resonates with you, and you feel the awakening of your pineal gland, Share your experience in the comments with "I'm aligned." Engage with this community on a transformative journey, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content designed to unlock your fullest potential. Four, the pineal gland, often referred to as the third eye, plays a crucial role in our spiritual and physical well-being. By supporting its health, we can tap into a deeper sense of clarity and intuition, enabling us to navigate the complexities of modern life with a renewed sense of purpose and peace. One of the most effective ways to maintain a healthy pineal gland is through regular exposure to natural sunlight. Spending time outdoors, particularly in the early morning or late afternoon, helps regulate the gland's rhythm and stimulate its function. This natural light exposure enhances melatonin production, ensuring better sleep quality and supporting our spiritual awareness. On the other hand, our modern lifestyle, filled with constant exposure to artificial light, especially from screens, poses a threat to the pineal gland's natural function. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers disrupts melatonin production, impacting not only our sleep cycle, but also our ability to connect with our inner wisdom. By consciously reducing artificial light exposure, particularly in the evening, we create an environment that allows the pineal gland to function optimally, supporting both restful sleep and deeper spiritual experiences. Ultimately, the pineal gland is more than just a regulator of our sleep. It is a gateway to profound spiritual growth and transformation. By adopting simple yet powerful practices like increasing time spent in natural sunlight and minimizing artificial light exposure, we foster the health of this vital gland. In doing so, we not only enhance our physical well-being, but also open ourselves up to heightened spiritual insights and deeper awareness. Prioritizing the health of the pineal gland is a step toward a more balanced and meaningful life, one where we can navigate challenges with clarity, intuition, and a strong sense of inner peace. If you found this information valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to support our mission of guiding you on your journey to spiritual awakening. Together, we can cultivate our well-being and unlock the deeper wisdom that lies within us all. Thank you for joining us on this journey to uncover the secrets of the pineal gland and its powerful influence on our spiritual and physical well-being. By understanding how this small yet vital gland functions, especially during the sacred nighttime hours, you now have the tools to enhance your spiritual awareness and manifest your desires. Embrace the practice of nightly meditation and mindfulness to align with the natural rhythm of your pineal gland, and watch how this simple habit transforms your life. Are you ready to unlock your higher consciousness and tap into this ancient wisdom? If so, comment, "I'm ready to awaken" below, and share your thoughts or experiences. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more insights on harnessing your inner power and living your best life. Let's continue this transformational journey together. How to shift the game entirely in your favor instantly. No BS. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Wayne Dyer. Imagine if you could shift the game of life entirely in your favor instantly and effortlessly. What if the key to unlocking success, happiness, and inner peace was already within you? In this video, we'll explore powerful spiritual principles that can transform your reality in ways you never thought possible. Are you ready to embrace a mindset that attracts abundance, clarity, and joy? Let me know in the comments how you're applying these insights to your own journey. And if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more profound truths that elevate your life. 1. The ultimate truth. You are the creator. Most people go through life feeling like pawns in a game they never chose to play, believing that fate, luck, or circumstances hold the power over their success and happiness. They wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, or some external validation before taking action. But the truth is far more profound and liberating. You are not merely a participant in life, you are the architect of your reality. The moment you fully embrace this truth, everything changes. Your mindset, your energy, and your decisions start working in alignment with the universe, creating an unstoppable momentum that turns life in your favor. And the best part? This shift happens the instant you decide to step into your power. But true power, spiritual power, comes from the deep awareness that you are the creator of your reality. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are shaping them with every thought, belief, and action. When you stop seeing life as something that happens to you, and instead recognize it as something that happens through you, the game changes entirely. Most people hesitate, waiting for signs or assurance before making a move. But this hesitation keeps them trapped in a cycle of stagnation. If you want to see real transformation, you must stop waiting. Stop doubting. The only way to create the life you desire is to decide, commit, and create. Not tomorrow, not when conditions seem perfect, but right now. The universe does not reward indecision. It responds to certainty. When you move with conviction, the world adjusts to your energy. This is not about arrogance or blind optimism. It is about embodying an unshakable belief in yourself and your vision. When you know, without a doubt, that something is already yours, it sets a spiritual law into motion. Opportunities appear, synchronicities unfold, and the right people enter your life not by accident, but by the energetic force of your certainty. Just as a river does not question whether it will reach the ocean, but simply flows with unwavering purpose, you must move forward with the same level of trust. Your thoughts are not passive, they are the blueprints of your reality. Every doubt, every hesitation, and every delay creates resistance, pushing what you desire further away. But when you operate from certainty, you eliminate that resistance. The universe aligns in your favor, not because it suddenly changes, but because you do. You stop looking for external signs and start creating them. You stop hoping for opportunities and start attracting them. This is not about forcing things to happen. It is about being so aligned with your vision that the world has no choice but to conform to your energy. If you're ready to embrace your power as the creator of your reality, comment, "I am the creator," below. Your journey starts now. 2. Your current reality is not fixed. Your reality is built on mental constructs, beliefs, patterns, and conditioning that have been placed upon you by society, past experiences, and even your own thoughts. These rules feel real because you have been following them for so long. But here's the secret. They can be rewritten. And the best part, you have always had the power to do it. Most people go through life playing a game they didn't design, following rules they didn't create. They assume that things must be a certain way, because that's how it has always been. But spiritual awakening is about recognizing that you are the creator of your experience. The moment you realize this, the game changes instantly. Shifting the game in your favor is not about forcing external circumstances to change. It's about shifting your internal reality first. When you rewrite the rules in your mind, when you decide that abundance is natural, that success is effortless, and that you are worthy of everything good, the world starts to reflect that belief back to you. Here's where the transformation happens. The shift is not a long, drawn-out process. It happens the moment you become aware of the illusion and make a new choice. It's instant. You don't need to wait for some external sign or struggle for years to change your reality. The power is in your awareness. The reason most people stay stuck is that they don't realize they have a choice. They believe life is happening to them rather than realizing they are the ones shaping it. But once you wake up to this truth, you cannot go back to the old way of thinking. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You start recognizing that your energy attracts your experiences. And most importantly, you understand that you are not a victim of life. You are the creator of it. If this resonates with you, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Your reality is ever evolving, and with each insight, you unlock new possibilities for transformation. Keep exploring. Keep growing. 3. Why some succeed, while others stay stuck. The world around you is not fixed. It is shaped by the beliefs you hold, the energy you project, and the spiritual alignment you cultivate. Most people, however, are unknowingly operating within a mental framework built by society, family, and cultural conditioning. They live by invisible rules that were never truly theirs, rules that dictate what is possible and what isn't. But here's the truth. You have the power to rewrite the script of your life. The reason so many people stay stuck is because they unconsciously accept limitations that have been handed down to them. From an early age, we are told what we can and cannot do, what is realistic, and what success should look like. These ideas become deeply embedded into our subconscious, silently controlling our actions and shaping our destiny. But as Albert Einstein once said, reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. If reality is an illusion, then you are the architect. You can reshape your perception, and in doing so, shift your entire experience of life. So how do you break free? The first step is to become conscious of the beliefs that are holding you back. Ask yourself, what stories have I been telling myself? Do you believe success requires suffering? Do you believe abundance is reserved for a select few? These are not universal truths. They are constructs. And just as they were programmed into you, they can be reprogrammed. The key lies in spiritual awareness, understanding that you are not merely a physical being responding to the world, but a creator, shaping it with your thoughts, emotions, and energy. The moment you recognize this, the game changes. You no longer wait for external circumstances to improve. You shift your inner world first. This is the essence of manifestation, a principle that great minds throughout history have understood. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." This isn't just a motivational statement, it's a spiritual law. Your thoughts, when charged with belief and emotion, create the conditions for your reality. But here's where most people go wrong. They try to change their lives by forcing external actions without addressing their internal state. They hustle, struggle, and push, only to find themselves back at square one. The true shift happens when you align your energy with what you desire. This means cultivating a mindset of certainty, gratitude, and unwavering faith. Instead of asking, "How will this happen?" start affirming, "It is already happening." The moment you do this, opportunities that once seemed impossible begin to appear. You attract the right people, the right circumstances, and the right ideas, seemingly out of nowhere. This is not magic. This is spiritual alignment in action. When you remove doubt and operate from a state of knowing, life responds accordingly. Comment below, "I am ready to grow," and embrace the mindset that leads to success. Let's break free from limitations and step into our full potential together. 4. The hidden force that shapes your reality. The way you see the world, the things you notice, the opportunities you recognize, all of it is being filtered through an unseen yet powerful force, your beliefs. Whether you realize it or not, your mind is constantly proving you right. If you believe life is a struggle, you'll find endless proof that backs up your assumption. If you believe success, abundance, and growth are meant for you, suddenly, you'll start seeing doors open where there once were only walls. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the way your brain is wired. And when you understand this, you can shift the entire game in your favor instantly. At the core of this lies your reticular activating system, RAS. A small but powerful network of neurons in your brainstem responsible for filtering out unnecessary information and focusing only on what aligns with your internal beliefs. It's why, when you decide to buy a particular car, you suddenly start seeing it everywhere. The car didn't magically appear more often. Your mind just became attuned to noticing it. The same principle applies to your entire life. If you believe that the world is against you, your RAS will make sure you see obstacles, betrayals, and hardships. But if you rewire your mind to focus on possibility, solutions, and spiritual alignment, your reality will shift to match. This is why the foundation of transformation is not external effort, but internal recalibration. Most people try to change their lives by forcing new actions while carrying the same limiting beliefs. That's like trying to climb a mountain with a boulder strapped to your back. But when you change what you deeply believe about yourself and your potential, your mind will start filtering reality in a way that aligns with that new belief, making success and abundance feel almost effortless. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. The moment you begin expecting opportunities, they will appear not because they weren't there before, but because your mind wasn't tuned to recognize them. So if you want to shift the game in your favor instantly, the first step is simple but profound. Audit your beliefs. Ask yourself, what story am I unconsciously telling about my life? Do I expect struggle or success? Do I believe I am capable, worthy, and guided by spiritual wisdom? Or do I think I'm destined to fail? The answers to these questions will reveal exactly why your life looks the way it does. And the moment you consciously decide to rewire your beliefs, everything begins to change. Your RAS will align with your new vision, and the world will start reflecting back the reality you choose. This is not about forcing positivity or ignoring challenges. It's about spiritual clarity, recognizing that your mind is the lens through which you experience reality. If you want to change the picture, you don't need to fight the world, you need to shift the lens. Do this, and you'll see that the game was always in your hands. Now, it's time to play it on your terms. If you believe and are ready to embrace it, repeat after me. I am aware of the hidden force shaping my reality. I align with its power and trust it completely. 5. The programming that keeps you stuck. You've been conditioned to think success requires relentless struggle, that money is scarce, and that you are somehow not enough. These ideas didn't come from you. They were handed to you by a world operating on fear, limitation, and survival. But just because these beliefs were ingrained in you doesn't mean they are true. Think about it. Who decided that hard work is the only way to succeed? Why is money always seen as something difficult to obtain? And why would you ever believe that you aren't good enough? These are just stories that have been repeated so often that they feel like facts. But facts and beliefs are not the same thing. If you want to shift the game entirely in your favor, the first step is recognizing that these beliefs are optional. You do not have to accept them as your reality. The moment you realize this, everything changes. A spiritual awakening is not just about feeling enlightened, it's about seeing through the illusion. It's the moment you wake up and realize that you are not bound by the rules that were given to you. You are the creator of your reality. When you start to question the beliefs that have kept you stuck, you open the door to a new way of living. You stop reacting to life and start shaping it. You recognize that abundance is not something you chase, it's something you align with. Success is not about grinding endlessly. It's about flowing with purpose. And your worth? It has never been in question. You were born worthy. This is the key to shifting the game instantly. It's not about external changes. It's about an internal transformation. The moment you change how you think, the world around you begins to shift. Your beliefs shape your reality. Change your beliefs, and your life changes with them. But how do you do that? Step 1. Question everything. Start by challenging the beliefs you've carried for years. Ask yourself, who told me this? Is this actually true, or is it just something I was taught? The more you question, the more you realize how many false limitations you've accepted. Step 2. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering truths. Once you identify a belief that no longer serves you, replace it. Instead of thinking, money is scarce, shift to, abundance flows to me easily. Instead of, I have to work hard to succeed, say, success comes to me effortlessly when I align with my purpose. Your subconscious mind absorbs what you repeatedly tell it, so make sure it's hearing something empowering. Step 3. Act as if it's already true. Your mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. The fastest way to create change is to act as if your new belief is already your truth. Walk, talk, and make decisions from the mindset of someone who already has what they desire. This is not about pretending, it's about embodying a new reality until it becomes your normal. You don't have to wait for some big moment to shift your life. The change happens the instant you decide to see things differently. You don't need permission, a perfect plan, or the right circumstances. All you need is the awareness that you are not your past programming. You are something far greater. 6. The invisible force that controls everything. Where your focus goes, energy flows. What you give your attention to, whether it's success or failure, abundance or scarcity, peace or chaos, expands in your life. This is not just a motivational statement. It is a spiritual law. Jesus himself said, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light." Matthew 6:22 NIV. Your perception, your focus, is the filter through which you experience life. If you fix your gaze on limitations, problems, and doubts, you will only see obstacles. But if you shift your focus toward possibilities, growth, and divine guidance, you will unlock a reality where everything works in your favor. Think about it. How often do you replay negative experiences in your mind, allowing fear and doubt to take root? The mind is like a garden. If you plant weeds of worry, they will take over. But if you plant seeds of faith, hope, and vision, you will cultivate a life of purpose and abundance. This is why great spiritual teachers throughout history have emphasized the power of thought and focus. The Buddha said, "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." But here's the most powerful realization. You don't have to wait weeks, months, or years to shift the game in your favor. You can do it instantly by making a conscious decision to redirect your focus. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, train yourself to look for what's right. Instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your attention to what you have and what's possible. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to transform your perspective and attract more blessings into your life. Science even backs this up. Studies show that people who practice gratitude daily experience higher levels of happiness and resilience. Spiritual wisdom teaches us that reality is not something happening to us, but something we actively create through our focus and beliefs. The great author and theologian C.S. Lewis said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." That means no matter where you are in life, you have the power to shift your mindset and change your trajectory. The world will always present distractions, negativity, and fear, but you are not a victim of circumstance. You have the ability to take control of your focus, align yourself with divine wisdom, and walk in the fullness of your spiritual potential. The moment you decide to focus on faith over fear, on possibilities instead of limitations, you shift the game in your favor. And once you make this shift, you will start to see how the universe, God, and all the forces of life begin working for you, not against you. Do you recognize this invisible force at work? If you do, declare it boldly in the comments. I trust in the divine force that guides everything. 7. Reality is a reflection of your mind. Science has confirmed what ancient spiritual traditions have taught for centuries. Everything is energy, and perception shapes reality. Quantum physics reveals that at the most fundamental level, the universe isn't solid and fixed, but fluid and responsive to observation. Your consciousness, beliefs, and emotions act as the lens through which reality materializes. If your inner world is clouded with doubt, fear, and limitation, your outer world will mirror those very things. But when you align your mind with clarity, certainty, and an unshakable belief in your power, the external world begins to shift. This is not mystical fluff. It is a deep, spiritual truth that can be observed in your everyday life. You must recognize that the rules you believe govern life are often self-imposed. Conditioned by society, upbringing, and past experiences, you may have unknowingly accepted limitations that have no real authority over you. The man who believes he is destined for mediocrity will see nothing but obstacles, while the man who knows he is limitless will find a way through any challenge. The shift happens the moment you stop seeing life as something happening to you and start seeing it as something happening because of you. This isn't about forcing outcomes or manipulating circumstances. It's about stepping into the realization that your very perception is the architect of your experience. The most powerful transformation begins when you change your internal dialogue. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you are stuck, powerless, or unlucky, that narrative will solidify into your reality. But the moment you rewrite that story, when you truly believe that you are the creator, not just the participant, the game changes. You start seeing opportunities where you once saw dead ends. You begin attracting the right people, resources, and circumstances. And most importantly, you no longer feel like you are at the mercy of fate. You are in command. Spiritual growth is the catalyst, and transformation is the effect. When you shift your consciousness, reality has no choice but to follow. There is no waiting, no hoping, no pleading for things to improve. The moment you decide to see yourself as the master of your own existence, the universe bends to reflect that truth. 8. How to rewrite your reality. What if I told you that you have the power to rewrite your reality, not over months or years, but instantly? No fluff, no gimmicks, just pure spiritual awakening that transforms your perception, shifts your energy, and changes your life. The truth is, the universe responds not to what you want, but to what you believe at the deepest level. Change your beliefs, and you change your reality. Let's break this process down into 3 powerful steps that will help you shift the game entirely in your favor. Step 1. Identify limiting beliefs and question their truth. Your beliefs shape your experience of the world. If you believe that success is difficult, love is scarce, or you're not good enough, your life will reflect those beliefs back to you like a mirror. But here's the real secret. Most of these beliefs aren't even yours. They were given to you by society, family, past experiences, or fear-based thinking. It's time to take control. Ask yourself, what beliefs are currently holding me back? Where did these beliefs come from? Are they absolutely true, or have I just accepted them without question? When you truly examine these limiting thoughts, you'll realize they are nothing more than conditioned patterns, not universal truths. The moment you recognize them as false, they lose their grip on you. Step 2. Replace them with empowering beliefs. Now that you've uncovered the illusions, it's time to install a new mental blueprint, one that aligns with the reality you deserve. If your old belief was, "I'm not good enough to succeed," replace it with, "I am capable, worthy, and success flows effortlessly to me." Speak these empowering beliefs daily. Write them down. Visualize them. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. It only absorbs repetition. So, repeat your new beliefs until they become second nature. More importantly, feel them as truth. Saying, "I am abundant," while feeling scarcity won't work. Embody the energy of your new beliefs, and reality will have no choice but to reflect them back to you. Step 3. Take small, aligned actions. Shifting your mindset is powerful, but action is the bridge between your internal world and external reality. You don't need massive leaps. Small, consistent actions are enough to reinforce your new beliefs. If you believe you are confident, act confidently in small moments. If you believe you are abundant, give generously, even if it's something small. If you believe opportunities are everywhere, open yourself to new experiences. These small choices send a message to your subconscious and the universe. I am ready for this new reality. And when you align your actions with your beliefs, transformation happens fast. This process isn't just about mindset, it's a spiritual awakening. When you shift your beliefs, you are aligning with the higher truth that you are a powerful creator, not a passive participant in life. You begin to realize that circumstances don't define you, your perception does. The moment you embrace this truth, the game changes. You stop waiting for permission to thrive. You stop seeking external validation. You stop fearing failure. Instead, you start knowing with unwavering certainty that everything is always working in your favor. If this message has resonated with you today, leave a comment of transformation. I have the power to rewrite my reality. I choose a life of purpose, abundance, and limitless potential. 9. The secret of quantum leaps. You don't have to wait years for transformation. Change can happen in an instant. It might sound unbelievable, but the truth is, life shifts the moment you make a firm decision. A single choice, backed by unwavering belief, has the power to alter your entire trajectory. The problem is, most people believe change must be slow, difficult, or gradual. But spiritual wisdom teaches us that the universe doesn't work on a human timeline. It operates on the frequency of belief, conviction, and energy. As Napoleon Hill famously said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." If you truly grasp this, you'll understand that your breakthrough isn't years away. It's waiting for you to claim it now. The reason people stay stuck is not because they lack potential, but because they keep reinforcing their current reality instead of embracing the possibility of something greater. Your life reflects what you believe is possible. The moment you elevate your spiritual awareness and refuse to settle for limitations, you create space for quantum leaps. Think about it. Every great transformation in history began with a decision, whether it was a visionary like Thomas Edison deciding that electricity could light the world, or an ordinary person choosing to break free from fear and step into their purpose. The key is shifting your identity, your mindset, and your energy so that your external world aligns with your inner vision. Most people pray for change while still operating from the same mindset that created their current situation. But spiritual transformation isn't just about hoping. It's about embodying the change before you see it. Jesus said, "According to your faith, be it unto you." This means that what you deeply believe and act upon is what manifests in your reality. You have to start seeing yourself as the person who already has the life you desire, moving with the confidence of someone who knows their breakthrough is inevitable. When you do this, reality bends in your favor because you're no longer waiting. You're living as if it's already done. So, how do you shift the game instantly? First, make a decision right now. Not tomorrow, not next year. Decide that you will no longer settle for anything less than the highest version of yourself. Second, shift your perspective. Stop looking at obstacles as barriers and start seeing them as opportunities for spiritual growth. Third, align your energy, speak, think, and act in accordance with your vision. You're not just hoping for a better future, you're commanding it into existence through your faith and action. Remember, a quantum leap isn't about incremental change, it's about shifting dimensions in an instant. As Albert Einstein said, reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. When you awaken to your spiritual power, you stop being limited by what you see and start creating from what you believe. The moment you claim your power, the universe responds. So stop waiting. Shift the game, right now. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to activate the notification bell so you never miss powerful insights like this. Keep unlocking your potential and making quantum leaps in your life. Type in the comments, "I am ready for my quantum leap to success." Aligning with your desired reality. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, peace, and abundance, while others struggle endlessly, it all comes down to one thing: alignment. The key is understanding that your thoughts, emotions, and actions are not passive. They are frequencies that shape your reality. The shift happens when you stop reacting to life as if you're at its mercy and instead take control of the frequency you're emitting. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions create a vibrational signature that determines what you attract. If your internal state is tuned to scarcity, doubt, and fear, that's exactly what you'll continue to experience. It's like tuning a radio. If you're on the wrong frequency, you'll never hear the music you want. The problem is that most people unknowingly operate on low-frequency patterns dictated by past failures, negative conditioning, or subconscious fears. But the good news, you have the power to change it instantly. The universe isn't biased, it simply reflects back what you send out. If you want to experience abundance, you must first embody abundance within. If you want peace, you must cultivate it internally. This shift doesn't take years of struggle. It requires an intentional realignment with the frequency of the reality you desire. So how do you raise your frequency and start attracting what you truly want? The first step is gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful, energetic shift because it forces you to focus on what is already good in your life, amplifying that energy. When you genuinely feel grateful, you override thoughts of lack and scarcity, and the universe responds in kind by sending more of what you appreciate. The next step is movement. Your physical body is deeply connected to your energetic state. Stagnant energy leads to stagnant results. Simple acts like walking, stretching, or exercising instantly shift your state, clearing blockages and raising your vibration. Another crucial factor is mastering your words and thoughts. What you speak and think holds creative power. If you constantly affirm struggle, doubt, or failure, you unknowingly reinforce those realities. But when you shift to speaking and thinking in alignment with the life you desire, affirming strength, abundance, and success, you rewire your subconscious mind to match that frequency. Many people spend their lives waiting for external validation before they believe in their dreams. But the truth is, the universe responds to belief first. When you decide to embody the version of yourself who already has what you seek, you magnetize that reality. The shift doesn't happen outside of you, it starts within. Every great transformation begins with an internal decision to operate on a new frequency. That is how you shift the game entirely in your favor instantly. The moment you take full responsibility for your energy, the world starts bending to your will. 11. How to take back control. When you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or like things are just not going your way, it's not the universe conspiring against you. It's your perception of reality that needs a shift. The moment you recognize this, you reclaim your power. Spiritual awakening begins when you understand that you are not merely a player in this game of life. You are the one shaping the rules. So how do you take back control and shift everything in your favor? It starts with 3 fundamental steps: a reality audit, flipping the script, and visualization. Let's break them down in a way that actually works. Step 1. Conduct a reality audit. Before you can change the game, you need to know what's keeping you stuck. Take an honest look at your life. What areas feel stagnant? Where do you feel powerless? This isn't about self-judgment, it's about clarity. Ask yourself, what beliefs am I holding that keep me from moving forward? What patterns do I keep repeating that aren't serving me? Where do I feel like I have no control? And is that truly the case? Most of the time, the things keeping us stuck are the stories we tell ourselves. If you keep saying, "This is just how life is," or "I've always struggled with this," you're reinforcing a reality that doesn't have to exist. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Step 2. Flip the script. Now that you've identified the limiting beliefs holding you back, it's time to rewrite them. Your mind is a powerful storyteller, and whether it tells a story of struggle or success is entirely up to you. If your current narrative is, "Nothing ever works out for me," flip it to, "Opportunities are always coming my way, and I'm ready to receive them." If you catch yourself thinking, "I don't deserve success," shift it to, "I am worthy of everything good, and I accept it fully." This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about shifting your core identity. The thoughts you repeat become the foundation of your reality. Speak and think in a way that aligns with the life you want to create. Step 3. Visualize your future self. This step is simple but incredibly powerful. Every single day, spend 5 minutes deeply envisioning the future version of yourself who has already won the game. Close your eyes and see it clearly. What does your ideal life look like? How does it feel to have already achieved what you desire? What kind of energy do you radiate? How do people respond to you? What kind of choices does this version of you make? Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. The more you immerse yourself in the vision of your highest self, the faster you align with it. This is not wishful thinking. It's a spiritual awakening to the truth that you are the creator of your experience. If you're still with me on this journey to reclaim your power, comment, "I'm taking control" below. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more souls on the path to transformation. 12. The power of small wins. True spiritual and personal growth is not about making one massive leap. It's about taking small, intentional steps every single day. This is the secret to shifting the game in your favor instantly. When you commit to steady, mindful progress, even in tiny ways, the universe responds in kind. Think about it. Every great achievement in history started with a single step. Michelangelo didn't sculpt the statue of David in one day. He once said, "Trifles make perfection, and perfection is no trifle." The small, seemingly insignificant choices you make today determine the shape of your future. When you embrace this, you shift your mindset from waiting for a breakthrough to creating one. Start small. Eat just one healthy meal today. Not an entire diet overhaul, just one choice that nourishes your body. Save $1 today. It might seem like nothing, but small financial habits build wealth over time. Make eye contact when you speak with someone. It's a simple shift, but it builds confidence, trust, and a presence that others respect. These actions may seem too small to matter, but they compound. Just like a single drop of water, when repeated consistently, can carve through stone, your daily habits shape your destiny. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, wrote, "Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become." Each small win reinforces your identity. When you choose to act in alignment with your highest self, you are casting votes for your transformation. The more you align your actions with the person you desire to be, the more natural it becomes. Before you know it, you've built unstoppable momentum. This is the essence of spiritual wisdom, understanding that real power lies in the present moment, in the small, seemingly mundane decisions that shape your reality. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You don't need all the answers right now. You just need to take one step. That step, however small, shifts the game entirely in your favor. Because the moment you take control of your choices, you take control of your life. 13. The formula for sustained transformation. There comes a point in every man's life when he realizes that playing by the old rules is keeping him stuck. Maybe you've worked hard, done what you were told, and followed the so-called blueprint for success. Yet something still feels off. The results you want seem just out of reach, and no matter how much effort you put in, things don't seem to shift in your favor. That's because real change, lasting, undeniable transformation doesn't happen at the level of external actions alone. It begins with something far more powerful, a shift within. When you change the way you see yourself, the entire game changes. This isn't wishful thinking or abstract motivation. It's the foundation of true spiritual transformation. We'll break down the exact formula that allows you to create deep, lasting change. And once you understand this, you'll see why most people never achieve real transformation, because they're playing the game all wrong. The first and most crucial shift is identity shift, seeing yourself as the man who already possesses what you seek. Too many people focus on doing and having before they focus on being. But here's the truth. You don't become successful by chasing success. You become successful by embodying success before it even materializes. Your mind and spirit must align with the version of you that already has the result. Picture this. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, every action you take will subconsciously reinforce that struggle. But when you shift your identity and embody the mindset of someone who thrives, your decisions, habits, and even the way you carry yourself will follow suit. This isn't pretending or faking it. It's aligning your inner world so that your external reality has no choice but to catch up. Every lasting transformation begins here. If you don't change the way you see yourself, no amount of effort will make a difference. Once your identity is aligned, the next step is daily alignment. Practice small, intentional habits that reinforce your transformation every single day. Transformation is not about one grand breakthrough, but rather a series of micro shifts that accumulate over time. This is where discipline and spiritual alignment come together. Whether it's through meditation, visualization, journaling, or affirmations, your daily rituals should act as reminders of the person you have already become. Think of it like sharpening a blade without consistency. Even the sharpest edge grows dull. The secret isn't in how big the action is, it's in how consistently it is applied. Small, powerful shifts each day will build an unshakable foundation for the life you desire. If you only shift your identity but fail to reinforce it, old patterns will pull you back. This is why most people relapse into their old ways. They never establish rituals to cement the transformation. But here's where many get stuck: breaking the comfort trap. Growth demands that you step into uncertainty. and most people resist this because it feels uncomfortable. But understand, this comfort is the enemy of transformation. If you always move in predictable, familiar patterns, you will always end up in the same place. Real transformation requires stepping beyond the known into the realm of possibility. This is why faith plays such a crucial role in spiritual growth. You must be willing to trust that the path will appear, even when you don't see it. Every great shift in history, whether personal or societal, was made by those who dared to embrace the unknown. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and spiritual leaders didn't succeed by staying comfortable. They succeeded by breaking through their fears and doing what most people hesitate to do. If you want to shift the game in your favor, you must develop the courage to walk a different path, even when it feels uncertain. That's where real transformation happens. 14. The final barriers to break free from. If you truly want to transform your life and step into your full potential, you need to break free from the last barriers holding you back. These barriers are not external. They exist within your mind. They shape how you see the world, how you act, and ultimately, how much power you allow yourself to have. The truth is, shifting the game entirely in your favor isn't about luck or waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about breaking through the invisible chains that keep you from stepping into your true self. At the core of these chains are three major fears: the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, and the fear of the unknown. Each one of these fears is an illusion, designed to keep you small. But when you dismantle them, something incredible happens, and you awaken to your own power. This is the essence of a spiritual awakening. The moment you realize that nothing outside of you has control over your destiny. Fear of failure, the illusion that holds you back. Failure is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. Every so-called failure is simply feedback, a signal showing you what works and what doesn't. The only real failure is refusing to try at all. Society has conditioned you to see failure as something shameful, something to be avoided at all costs. But the truth is, every person who has ever achieved greatness has failed many times. Think about it. Would you rather stay stuck in the same place, never knowing what could have been, or embrace failure as part of your journey? When you shift your perspective and see failure as growth, it loses its grip on you. You stop hesitating, you stop doubting, and you start doing. The moment you release the fear of failure, you gain the confidence to take bold action, and that's when the game shifts entirely in your favor. Fear of judgment. Let go of the opinions of others. One of the most paralyzing fears is the fear of what others will think. But here's the truth. People's opinions of you are not about you at all. They are a reflection of their own limitations, their own insecurities, and their own conditioning. If you let their words define you, you are handing over your power. You must understand this. No matter what you do, someone will always have something to say. If you succeed, they'll judge you. If you fail, they'll judge you. If you stay the same, they'll still judge you. So why not live life on your own terms? Why not chase your dreams, follow your calling, and let go of the need for external validation? The only voice that truly matters is the one inside of you. Listen to it, honor it. The more you trust yourself, the less you need approval from others. That's when you step into your highest potential. Fear of the unknown, the doorway to growth. We are wired to seek certainty, to find comfort in the familiar. But growth does not happen inside comfort zones. It happens when you step into the unknown, when you walk forward despite not having all the answers. The fear of the unknown is simply your mind resisting change, but change is where your greatest transformation begins. If you want to shift the game entirely in your favor, you must embrace uncertainty. You must trust that even when you don't have a clear roadmap, you are being guided. The unknown is not something to fear, it is something to embrace, because it holds infinite possibilities. The people who rise above mediocrity are those who step into the unknown with faith, knowing that they will figure it out along the way. The breakthrough. Own your power. Breaking free from these fears is not about becoming fearless. It's about moving forward despite the fear. It's about recognizing that these limitations only exist in your mind. The moment you stop letting failure, judgment, and uncertainty control you, you reclaim your power. And what you need to take with you today. Failure is not an end, it's a lesson. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. Other people's opinions are irrelevant to your purpose. Focus on your vision. The unknown is where you grow. Stop waiting for certainty, act now. This is your moment of spiritual awakening. This is the moment you realize that the only thing standing in your way is the belief that something is stopping you. When you let go of that illusion, the game shifts instantly in your favor. 15. The next 7 days challenge. Are you ready to completely transform your life, not someday, but starting now? The next 7 days hold the key to shifting your reality in ways you never thought possible. Your mindset, your energy, and your actions determine the life you experience, so why not take full control? This challenge isn't just about surface-level change. It's about rewiring the way you think, feel, and act so that you align with the highest version of yourself. As Tony Robbins once said, "The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment." With that in mind, let's break it down into 7 powerful steps that will help you step into a new reality instantly. Day 1. Identity upgrade. Become the person you're meant to be. Who do you need to become to live the life of your dreams? Most people wait for success before they change. But in reality, transformation begins the moment you embody the highest version of yourself. Stop thinking of your dream self as someone separate from you. Step into that energy now. Walk, talk, and make decisions as if you already are that person. As Neville Goddard taught, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Your identity is the foundation of everything that follows. Day 2. Instant manifestation. Act as if your desires are already here. Your external world is a reflection of your internal state. If you believe abundance, love, and success are already yours, you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. This is not wishful thinking. It's a spiritual principle rooted in faith and energy alignment. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Live as if you already have what you desire, and the universe will match your frequency. Day 3. High-frequency living. Master your emotional state. Emotions are the language of the universe. When you operate at a high-frequency, joy, gratitude, love, you naturally draw positive experiences into your life. Think of it as tuning your radio to the right station. If you're constantly dwelling on fear or frustration, that's what you'll keep experiencing. Instead, consciously elevate your state. Practice gratitude, move your body, listen to uplifting content. As Albert Einstein said, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Day 4. Eliminate resistance. Let go of fear and doubt. Most people sabotage their own success because of hidden fears and doubts. Fear is nothing more than a mental construct. It feels real, but it only has power if you feed it. Doubt tells you it's not possible. Faith tells you it's already done. Which voice will you listen to? Release any resistance to your desires by trusting the process. Remind yourself, what you seek is seeking you. Rumi. Day 5. Expand your vision. Think beyond your current reality. Your current circumstances are simply a reflection of your past thoughts and actions. But you are not limited to what you see today. If you can dream it, you can live it. Dare to think bigger than ever before. Stretch your vision beyond what feels realistic and allow yourself to imagine a reality that excites you. The greatest minds in history, Einstein, Tesla, Da Vinci, were all visionaries who saw beyond their time. You have the same ability. Day 6. Take bold action. Move with unshakable confidence. Faith without action is meaningless. You cannot just hope for a new life. You must act in alignment with it. What is one fearless action you can take today? Make the call, launch the project, say yes to the opportunity. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you create through action. As spiritual teacher Marianne Williamson said, "Your playing small does not serve the world." Step up. Day 7. Fully embody transformation. Live it, own it, command it. Transformation isn't a one-time event, it's a way of life. You are now operating from a new frequency. You don't just hope things will change, you know they already have. Walk in your power, trust the process, continue to expand. The moment you fully embody the new you, reality will reflect it back to you in ways that seem almost magical. But this isn't magic, it's spiritual law. This challenge isn't just for 7 days, it's the start of a new way of being. If you commit, your life will never be the same. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your destiny. Life is not about struggling against the current, but about shifting your mindset and energy to align with the flow of abundance. The moment you recognize your inner power and shift your perception, the game changes entirely in your favor. Remember, true transformation begins within you. Hold the key to your reality. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom. Turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos filled with powerful insights to elevate your life. Until next time, stay awakened and keep transforming.